What's up YouTube? I have another Roxie game, playing her as a warrior slash tank. I'm going to put down the volume a bit so you can hear me better. I've got my cat here at the moment. Yeah, this is Kisa. Say hello to the guys, Kisa. And yeah, we've got a really solid team composition. We've got the Kali. We've got the Lindis as a jungler, we have the Mina as support, and we have the Joker doing our ADC damage. And at the beginning of the game, I thought I would be pretty fucked because I was up against the Superman as well as Telenas, and this combo is just deadly because they can basically just poke me. They can poke me to death. Superman can fly in all the time using his laser beam to push me away and dealing damage, which I cannot really retaliate. I haven't got any possibility to be up against. The Telenas was farming herself up. Here she got the bird. And luckily at this point, Superman decided to go to another lane to be basically harassed to some other teammate of us. And Telenas was staying all by herself. I am using my shield to minimize the damage that Telenas does to me. She is not strong enough to really kind of like contest my tower at this point of the game. So my intention at this point as a tank slash warrior without too much mobility was just to get as many farm as possible. And yeah, it means just to play passive. Like, if you're in a situation like that, you have to play the game quite passive because of Telena's long range. She's just able to poke me every time she enters my jungle, my tower zone. But this Telenas wasn't that good because otherwise she would not have been hit by the tower. So I'm trying to stay as close to my tower as possible. And I am waiting for my ult, and I've just started to, the cat is basically trying to bite me. I was just using my wand to leave this kind of fire trail and cause the minions to be damaged before they hit my tower. And I was just waiting for the moment where my ult is arriving to reel Telenas into my tower. We will see shortly if I manage to pull off that trick, if she is a veteran player. I didn't think so at the beginning because I have seen her getting this tower hit. And as you can see, she is just doing so much damage to me. I'm already down on half my health. And there we go, I got her. And this was the moment where I felt like I can turn this around. And this led to the defeat of Telenas. I was pretty lucky here. And yeah, as you can see, good sportsman, Telenas, telling me well played. I'm like, hello, pay attention to the game. And this was just like superb. I think this was like really good gameplay from me here, reeling her in. Maybe she didn't play against any Roxie so far, but I think good sportsmanship at this point is really something that you should have. Things like that do happen, and I am still trying to get back into the game, getting my farm up, because she is just able to still poke me down. She hit level 5, I think, already, but then she is not really hitting her skills that much. Good thing about Roxie is as soon as you use her wand, she's getting back this kind of mana that you have already used. So there is, I think, an 8% of regain of mana that you have used in the beginning. And so at the moment, Kisa, stop it. Like, stop, cat. Look at that cat. She's really being annoying, but then she's beautiful, so I cannot really do that much against her. I just need to have her outside of my range. And yeah, look at Tel is doing the same thing as I do with the cat. Tel is just staying outside my range. Like, she has experienced my ult once, and she is not willing to do that again. She has the Spirit Sentinel buff, as you can see from that green circle floating around her, which just gives her more sustain. And at the moment, the game is kind of even 3-4. We are not contesting any towers and everything is still like in the setup. So we are farming up, they are farming up, ballistas are deployed now. So now things will be a bit more difficult. Things are going to be a bit accelerated. And now Telenas has left. We are able to finish off the first enemy by having Lindis in the game. And as I'm playing against Telenas, after I finished my Aegis, I have finished it because it gives me more mana. So that means that I have the opportunity to get more from my skills. And this was just lackluster. Like Telenas was able to dodge my ult, or my ult didn't hit that well, so I have to go back to the tower. I have to play more passive again, and she is not that low, so I cannot do anything against her. And now the cannon is dealing damage to the tower. My minions are moving ahead, and I'm just rollerblading around because I cannot really do anything against her at this point. She has too much health. I haven't got that much mana. I am using my restore at the moment, and yeah, I'm just trying to zoom her out, getting damage to the minions using my one, but this is the first tower. I couldn't do anything against that. Like, that was basically just something that I had to take. I wasn't able to get her, and if I would have been able, or I would have seen an opportunity to fight, I would have done it, but this would just have led to the point where I would be dead and she would have taken my tower. So that would mean double gold. So I wasn't willing to just sacrifice myself for saving the tower, because I would not have been able to. And now with the Murad and the Telenas, we've got the double threat. They have the second tower, but then that gives me more time to just get back into the game. Now I'm free, and here comes the Mina to help me out. And that Telenas is basically dead because there's so many players in that jungle at the moment that she has just overextended herself, and that was a suicide move. Like, what would she do? We have been in the jungle, and it's not that clever to go into the jungle. At this point of the game, I'm building pretty much tanky, because with Superman, with Telenas, with Murad, we have heroes with a high mobility paired with high damage. So I wasn't going for the warrior tree. I tried to be as tanky as possible, so that we would have two true tanks, Mina and me, just be able to face the enemy. And at this point of the match, like, as you can see, Telenas was basically level 9 as well, and I just wanted to secure the Sentinel. So I was basically counting on her doing damage to me as well as the Sentinel, and I have taken the punish ability. I do sometimes take that because it just gives me the opportunity to be able to punish objectives as well. And this is an unfortunate situation for Lindis, as there have been 4 enemies, but they decide to retreat, which led just to a 1-on-1 kill. That is fine for us. It doesn't matter that much, so we are good to go. And I am just happy with the result because I baited them and she was able to get the kill. The Murad could have followed up. He didn't do it, so everything is all right. We are standing at 12 versus 11. And I think at this point of the game, that is just okay-ish, because we did take that middle tower as well. And now it is our duty to take as many towers as possible. Lindis is getting farmed up. She is able to get off more damage, and good call here. The Dark Slayer is free. We can get a free Dark Slayer without too much enemies. I'm on full health, so I'm able to tank him. And at the moment, I have just activated my 1. I have used my punish, so I'm able to secure it for sure. At this point of the game, there is no place to play around. Like, you cannot use anything. And there, I've wasted my ult again. I really don't like the range of the ult. That is really something that I would love them to just change. I activated the dragon here to get more firepower. This wasn't about just like getting something off tower-wise, but I just felt that the dragon would be useful, and there we go, he killed the Murad. So that was a good dragon, helped us to have a bit more sustain, and so the Kali was able to get the kill, but then the Slims was doing so much damage that he was able to kill the Kali on the other side. So we are up 16 versus 15. But at the moment, I have the feeling that we are in a good position as we are pushing waves. We have the towers, and now they have pushed mid wave. So they want to take our tower, but the Joker's here, I am here, so they are not doing that much damage, and I'm still building my tank build. So I am up for additional fights, and I see that everything is moving to the right-hand position. Everyone is going down to the Abyssal Dragon lane, so I think this is a good point of the game to push the lane. And Roxie is just doing so much damage. I have 3 cannons at my back, at my disposal, so I'm going in here. We've got the Talanas doing damage to me. I do not care that much about it. I activate my ult. I have activated my 1, and I am able to, sometimes it's just important that you give the enemy something that he has to deal with. So this was one of those situations. The Kali goes in, so they have to deal with the Kali. We've got the Dark Blessing buff from the Abyssal Dragon. The Kali has played a really solid game. She's able to finish one of those enemies off even while she was facing 2. So great job here, Kali, coming out with almost no damage of that fight. And now we are about to take the jungle, because that is always the best that you can do. We are pushing down their towers. I am doing damage in the jungle, so that means it's not only gold that they don't have, but otherwise I'm going with more equipment. So this is just beneficial for us, and I take the Superman out here. My ult is really, really helpful in those fights where we are fighting under the tower, because I can just take people and drag them away from the tower, giving us the opportunity to kill them without any chance of killing us. And this is one of those points. We don't have any minions. We have to retreat here. Everyone is so low. If we are going to stay, the enemy will catch us off guard. They will kill us, and they will turn the fight in their favor. And that's the least thing that you want to do, because we are up ahead so far at the moment that we really want to play it safe. So we are going for more towers. I've got the Joker at my back. He is doing loads of damage. So I am able to soak off that damage. He is damaging the Superman. And what people always seem to, that's unfortunate, now the Lindis comes in. What people always seem to forget is as long as the good old Roxie has her 1-up, as soon as you follow her, every time, and I got loads of players doing that mistake, if you try to follow her in a straight direction on her fire trail, you are damaged constantly. And it will cause you to be so low that I can just turn around and kill you. And if you are playing against a Roxie, what you really should do is not follow her in a straight direction. Try to do zigzags, try to move to the left, try to move to the right, try to basically just gank around, but do not follow her in a straight line. This is just going to cause you to die. Even now, while I wasn't doing that much damage because I was focusing on tank items and health items and armor items at this point, it's just suicide. Like, you are getting damage while you are not damaging the enemy hero. So every time you do that, you will probably just die. And I see the Lindis. She was waiting for the Darkslayer to come up. And as you can see, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 damage. We are just ripping that thing apart. She's staying outside his damage. I am just tanking it. And there we go. while our team was just being at the enemy, giving us free time to go against the Dark Slayer, we have managed to get it. And even better, the Akali and the Mina combo are able to finish the enemies off. Triple kill here. Joker writes nice, and that's exactly what I was thinking at that moment, because there Murat left the game, and I'm writing GG because I know they haven't got any Jokers up their sleeves, any aces. We are about to win the game. It's just, yeah, it's just a matter of time, and we have damaged their core before, so this is it. And there is my Roxie play. So as you will see, yeah, Kali was like 39.4% of damage. Awesome! Like really, really good play here. You will see in the stats that we were doing quite well. And at the moment, as always, I say thanks for watching my videos. Feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like. I would love you to communicate with me. And yeah, thanks so much for being a part of my channel. Love you guys. And stay tuned for more videos coming up, and we can see that I did not do that much damage, but I soak up the most damage in the game without having that much participation. So thanks for watching. Bye bye guys, stay tuned.